Good morning. So it's Saturday morning, August 13th. We have stopped at somewhere we haven't seen in about a month. Panera. So because I have that unlimited sip club thing, it's a free coffee for me. And we also have, where is it? Hot air, I'm looking for it. Yeah, the hot air balloon. So we're in Kalispell. We're slowly making our way to the border of Canada where our trailhead is. We'll stop at Montana Coffee Roasters for breakfast sandwiches, maybe some more scones for the backcountry. This is the first stop. Here we go.
So we're just at a stoplight, construction stoplight in Glacier National Park because we decided to drive the Going to the Sun Road to our trailhead since we had the pass for that. Today we won't be able to do that on the way back because there's a separate pass you need to drive the Going to the Sun Road just to cut down on the congestion. So looking forward to the views. We've done this before and it's just such a beautiful road. So we'll see you later. Here's a little video of the Going to the Sun Road view. Here we're coming out of the trees. And then if we look back, we've got some gorgeous mountains too. And we're gonna be going, I don't know if I can do it, through those two mountains on their left. And that's the road we just came up. So we're almost reached Logan Pass. And here's the view that we can see almost from the top. This is my third time driving the Going to the Sun Road and the first time with the reservations. And granted, it's 10 o'clock in the morning, so some people might not be up yet. But I would say this is the least busy that I've ever been on this road. So we're just getting to our trailhead, and what's running down the road? A black bear.
All right, Saturday, about 11:30 in the morning. We're at the Canadian border, Chief Mountain, at the trailhead, and we're about to
Head to the Belly River.
head to the Belly River. See you later. Hello from the trail. It's Saturday afternoon around 1 o'clock. We're about 3.5 miles in to our hike. We've got about probably 5 to 6 miles to get to our campsite. It's the heaviest pack of the day. It's our first break, so I feel pretty good. We went pretty far before hitting our first break. There's a few other groups of backpackers we saw at the parking lot. One's ahead of us, at least one's behind us. So
A horse just passed us.
So we're just, I know, and there was a fresh bear scat on the trail. I didn't take a video of it, but there's bear about. So that's the update, and we'll check in later. So real quick from our rest stop, I just realized that Mount Merritt, which is 10,020 feet, is this guy right here, which a few years ago I tried to summit, and it's the only way to get there is by bushwhack, and I kind of ran out of daylight, and there was a lot of it was in July, so there was still a lot of ice and snow, and I didn't have enough time to find a safe way to skirt around all that. But we've got 2 nights again at Milkawannis Lake, so I may give it another go.
Try to find your trekking pole.
I did lose a trekking pole doing that bushwhack. I probably still have the GPS track, but I'm not going to be looking for that. So that's pretty cool. I didn't realize it was staring us right in the face there. But that's it, so. Have fun.
I'll video you the right way. Here comes Brian across the bridge in the Valley River. This is one great thing about Glacier, is if there's a big crossing river ford like this, they have these bridges that get put in and out each season. So it's nice, it saves us from having to take our shoes off. When we go back, after we hit Stony Indian, instead of coming around this way, there's a cutoff with a small river ford that we'll do. So we'll show you that in a few days. But Ryan's making his way across, one hiker at a time. It does get a little, just, I don't know what the right word is, like tippy, I guess, in the middle. I found it harder coming up at the end than going down. But here we come. Right, it's like a little wiggly and tippy in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit.
Good.
So here's what I'm talking about when you're on the trail and you see relatively fresh bear scat. So the trail's the easiest path to follow, so the animals like taking them just as much as the humans do. So quick update, we are walking along the edge of Cosby Lake to the next lake, Glenn's Lake, where we're camping, but we'll be here in a couple nights. And tomorrow in the distance, that's Stony Indian Pass with the snow. We're going to be going up there and camping there for a night, which is a really cool place. But Cosby Lake, we'll show you more of it when we're there. But in my opinion, it's one of the most beautiful spots I've ever been to. It's just amazing. And the campsites there are amazing. And we got 2 nights there, so it's going to be great when we're there. I think they're our last 2 nights are at Cosby Lake. So really looking forward to that. Here's a little better view of the pass. We're going to be going up. So that's tomorrow. Can't wait.
Kitchen first.
So it's 4:15 in the afternoon, Saturday, August 13th. We have just hung up our food bags like you're supposed to do before you even go to your campsite and set up camp.
Little campers.
They're pretty, they strongly encourage you to not have any food at the campsite, even though the campsites aren't really that far away. I think they're just, it's because so many people don't practice good food hygiene at their campsite. They just have these pretty extra strict rules that they want you to follow, so that's fine. So we've done that. There's not going to be any food at our campsite, but now we can go. There's 4 sites here: Glenn's Foot or Glenn's Head. Is it Glenn's Foot?
We're at the foot.
We're at the foot.
Of the lake.
Yeah, so Sarah walked around and picked a good one for us while I stayed with the food, because if you leave the food alone, it could not be here when you get back. So now I'm gonna put my Crocs on, Sarah's gonna put hers on, then we'll go over to the campsite and get our tent set up.
The last time we were here, the weather was not this nice.
That's right.
We were with a group of like high school or college age conservation, like they were out for the summer or a month or whatever, conservation crew.
Yeah.
And thankfully they had a big tarp set up over like the kitchen area, and we all hung out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was not nice weather, that's for sure.
Yeah. And I mean, even right now, there are some dark clouds up there.
But
So, and we hear the wind going, so you always kind of want to at least have the tent set up in case, even if it's just a passing storm, it's nice to have the tent set up. So we're going to do that, and we'll check in later. Well, here's our water source for the night. Glenn's Lake. We're at the foot of the lake. We got our campsite set up. Now we're gathering some water to filter, some water to boil. Nice breeze coming off the lake right now. Pretty nice spot. Water.
So one of the things that's very different about Glacier is that pretty much, I think every campsite, Brian's not so sure, has a pit toilet, some sort of outhouse or pit toilet. So they all have signs say toilet. So let's go find it. So we found the outhouse. They're all different. This one's an actual outhouse. Some of them are just like a thunderbox, what we called them at camp, or a treasure chest, which is just the bottom and there's nothing on top. So if we find one of those, we'll show you. But this is great. And so if you time it right and you poop in the morning or at night, you won't have to dig a cat hole for this trip, which is pretty great. So I'm all done. But I would say that this outhouse, I would say if it's not brand new this year, it's only a year old. Like the wood, you tell it's new. They must have moved the spot because it doesn't smell here at all. They even have like a little broom and like a cleaning brush to clean it. Always close the lid. So that's it. One thing, and then always lock it so the animals can't get in.
So I have to get another thing of water to filter. I just cannot believe how good this lake water feels on the feet. I mean, this is just, this is the first night. It's amazing. So I'm gonna get some more water. We're gonna do some more filtering and grab a cold beer. So there's one big no-no they stressed over and over. You never leave your food unattended. We've got some campers who aren't really following the rules, so let's hope the bear doesn't come get their food. They're not getting our food because it's hanging or it's in the bear vault. But this is how people ruin things for bears and campers. Oh well, we'll see what happens. So it's a fine Saturday afternoon here in Glacier National Park. We're at Glenn's Lake at the foot. We're enjoying a nice beer and some wine. We have 2 other backpackers here right now. I think they're French. Or
Well, I think they speak French, so
maybe they're Canadian, yeah. But like
it
you
had to be a bad cop.
like you saw in the previous video, I mean, you were both out here enjoying the water, but they had everything set up. They had the rope, and they had there was a backpack, you saw it, Ritz crackers, all kinds of food. All they had to do was hang it.
So
and
I
they
told
didn't.
them, you shouldn't leave your food unattended.
Yeah, and even though I know Sarah did the right thing, I was like, no, let it sit there. Let some creature come and throw it all around, or better yet, let a ranger come and see that, or some other backpackers who,
Because there's a ranger station, right? I'm sure Brian showed you on the video on the way in.
I did not.
Oh, you did?
Wow.
There's a ranger station like right in the Valley River, and they have a horseback. Last time we were here, we saw people on mountain bikes, which is not allowed, and so we happened to pass a ranger, and so we let them know there were people on mountain bikes, and they went and got them. So they definitely patrol the area.
Yeah, but I mean, leaving food unattended, even if you're not in Glacier, it's just the stupidest thing in the world. No matter, even if you're just car camping, you don't leave your food unattended. That's
rule number 1.
The biggest no-no. And they're old enough to know better. So
I couldn't really be nice. I was going to be like, "Oh, have you been to Glacier before?" But they were out in the water, so I just had to see some.
Yeah, because if a bear sees food there, then they might start.
A fed bear is a dead bear.
And might start sniffing around looking for our food and our tent, even though ours is hung properly. So you kind of have to be bad cop. Although I would have much preferred to let like a squirrel or chipmunk go through all their food.
I haven't seen any squirrels or chipmunks.
Yeah, they're around.
I'm sure.
Or a deer or whatever.
Something.
But sometimes people need to learn their lesson the hard way, but not at the expense of a dead bear for sure. So. And there's no cell service. I mean, I would have called the ranger station and said, we're not the food police, but this is what's going on. But
we had to watch that stupid video.
Yeah, but who cares about all that? Look at this
view.
The view.
It's so pretty. We're going up there tomorrow. Oh wait.
And we're standing
in the water.
In the warm water.
Yeah, we're going up.
I did point Stony Indian Pass.
Up there tomorrow.
We're going up there tomorrow.
We love it up there.
We love it up there. We've had some adventures up there. Some
very chilly adventures.
Some hypothermia adventures.
We hiked up. It was freezing. We couldn't see anything. It was all socked in. It was raining. All socked in with clouds. Then the next morning we woke up and we were like, "Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful here," because we had no idea what it was like.
Yeah. So we're looking forward to that. It's like the elevation here. If we're even lower than we were in Yellowstone, it's only like 4,000, 5,000 feet.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Huh. So we're like in New Hampshire elevation, but you would never know looking at these peaks. But we're at an elevation we're comfortable at, and I was telling Sarah, so this is our 4th backpack, Tetons, Wind River, Yellowstone now here, and I think this hike in, when we've done it before, when you just typically would fly in and do it, it felt a lot harder. I feel like we definitely have some hiker legs now, because I mean
my legs are sore because our packs are so heavy, but I feel good.
I mean, this is the heaviest my pack's ever been. I mean, we're here for 9 nights, so I carried in like 8 16-ounce beers. I don't even want to know what that weighs.
I know. I've already decided when we go to Ray Lakes, which is our next hike, which is even longer, I am not bringing wine.
Yeah, so it's super heavy right now, but it's a little lighter as I drink a beer. And it really wasn't that bad. I mean, those Ospreys really can carry that weight nicely. So my shoulders feel good, my legs feel good. But if it was like our first hike, like off the plane,
yeah, no way.
it would have been a much harder hike. So it was really pretty cruisy,
Yeah.
a little bit up and down, not too much. We're going to be doing a lot of up tomorrow, but
Tomorrow's our biggest step.
and usually the second day backpack is usually when I feel the most tired. I think
Just take lots of breaks.
yeah, we really didn't take a lot of breaks today because we just were kind of cruising along.
Yeah.
So we'll take a lot of breaks tomorrow, give the shoulders a rest, and enjoy Stony Indian. So we're just here at the lake. Hopefully, I'm hoping we get some other backpackers.
Because so I love talking to people, right? Brian doesn't like that so much. But I love Glacier because you never know who you're going to meet, and you can like sit around the kitchen and chat with people. We've met some nice people, but I don't really want to talk to these people.
Yeah, they're not really our vibe, but hopefully some other folks will show up, and we'll we'll have a little chat around the community food spot
Area.
At some point. That'll be fun. I mean, that's that is. It wasn't my favorite thing about Glacier initially, but I've come around. I've come around to it. It took some time. So
Your retirement.
yeah, my retirement. So that's it for now. It's like it's just I can't.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. I mean, this is such a special place, and this is just day one. So we're
And that's 5 minutes.
soak in all 10 days and 9 nights. This is gonna be awesome, and we'll check in later. So we've just been hanging out here at the lake, chatting it up for the past half hour or so. Sarah's heading back to the campsite. I'm gonna hang out here just for a few more minutes, enjoy the sun, enjoy the beer, and then head back to camp with Sarah. But this is just an amazing, an amazing campsite. I mean, you think of backcountry campsites, this is the gold standard. Look at this, and I'm standing knee deep in Glen Lake. The water is cold but not freezing. It's super comfortable. If I was a swimmer, you could swim to the other side, I'm sure, when it's a little less choppy. But we're getting a nice breeze coming off the lake, so it's keeping all the bugs away, if there are bugs. There's been a few skeeters, but nothing terrible. I mean, come on. It doesn't get much better than this right here. And this is just the first day. And I mean, we know because we've been to all these spots before, it just keeps getting better after this. So we'll check in later. So it's around 6:30. We just ate dinner. We met some Pacific Northwest Trail through hikers. We're just topping off our filtered waters. And then I'm gonna take that whole contraption down and put it in a tent so that no critters come looking for it tonight. And then we're just going to call it a night, just relax, probably in the tent, maybe outside for a little bit. We have these 2 little stools, and we'll be back at it in the morning for Stony Indian Pass. But a great first day in the backcountry. Big, 10-mile day was no joke with super heavy packs. So we'll lighten the load a little bit today, but they're still going to be pretty heavy tomorrow going up the pass. But that's fine. We'll just take our time and take a lot of breaks and get up to the top of the pass. So that'll be cool. See you then.